It's your brother Justice, man, and I'm just coming live. It's a few things I want to elaborate on. And first I want to say is that as a black man in America, especially as a black man being from Chicago, later moved to Minnesota, I just want to say that we as a people have to start sticking together. I'm tired of seeing this shit. And excuse my language, because there's no filter right now. But I'm tired of seeing this shit of us killing each other. And the only time when some black lives want to run their ass outside and stop the streets and do all that bullshit is when the police kill us. 2 kids got shot over north, but ain't no Black Lives Matters over there. They ain't marching over there. Some people constantly getting shot in Chicago by the minute, but ain't no Black Lives marching over there. Black people don't give a damn. Because the only thing they worried about, oh, the white man killed us. Oh, the police killed us. Now don't get me wrong, by all means. We are getting killed by the police. By a handful of police. Because I'm sure there is some good cops out there. And I'm sure there's some cops that came from the hood. And I'm sure there's some cops that came from the streets. So they are able to patrol and protect that community because they from that community and they know the faces and recognize the people in that community. But the problem is that they get these white boys from the suburbs, bring them in a black community and expect for them to be okay. These people are scared of us. Naturally, they fear us. So when they stop us, depending on the complexion of your skin, or depending on how your hair falls, if you have dreads or braids or tattoos everywhere, immediately they go into judging. And what happens when they judge? They get scared. You know what fear do to your body? You know how fear can take over your body? Fear can make you shake without you having control of it. Fear can make you do things out of actions or fear, out of instincts. That what fear do to you. Think about this. If my child come to you and he say, I fear my dad, you gonna look at me and say, what the hell is you doing to your son that he fear you? But y'all want to teach me to fear God? I'm supposed to fear the person that's loving and caring, just like I am to my child. So if it's crazy for my child to fear me, it's just as much crazy for me to fear God. I don't fear somebody I love. I don't fear someone that I have understandings of. I fear what I don't know, or I fear of what I didn't have heard. Hypothetical speaking. Because fear triggers something in your body. It makes you react. So these cops killing us, most of them do it out of fear. Most of them do it because they're racist. Black people killing black people? Stupid. Because we want to be out here and want people to respect us. We want other races to respect us. We want people to accept us, but we can't even accept each other. Because we arguing about blocks that we do not own. We arguing about females that we do not own. And we arguing about drugs that we do not make or have passports to go get. But we fighting over this. And we fighting each other. And we killing each other consistently. Why is it that Fernando, rest in peace, get killed by that cop? Another brother, no criminal background, worked for the school district, conceal and carry, had his family in the car, with his child in the car. Now, I've been in Minnesota, and one of my safe havens in Minnesota was to have a female in the car, because normally the police don't harass you. So if you have your woman, your queen in the car, and your baby in the car, and you still get pulled over, and this man still shoot you, because he's racist and come up with a racist comment talking about his nose wide? How is you able to see that from a car, man? But you killed that man in front of his queen and his child. Purposely. Remind me of how they would lynch us or whoop us in front of our women and child, or even kill us. To put fear in us. Because you scared, you want to pump it on me. But you took that man's life. And when I see that man, he's a reflection of me because I'm a reflection of him. And then, after that, they do a drive-by shooting in North Minneapolis and they killed and they shot a baby, 2 kids, and killed one. But ain't no Black Lives Matter marching for that. Ain't no Black Lives Matter stopping the highways for that. Ain't no Black Lives Matter doing any of those things when it's black on black crime. I feel like Black Lives Matter, majority of it is just for all hype. Because when something happens to our own people, we just sweep it under the rug. And we act like we don't care. And we just go on about our lives like ain't shit happened. All these killing, senseless killing in Chicago. Why there ain't no organization out there? Why ain't nobody out there making sure that these people are safe? Because I have my brother out there, my sister out there, my grandmama out there, my father out there, my aunties and a host of cousins is out there that I care dearly about. And every day when I watch the news and I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about something happened to them, more so something happened to me, and I'm in a state where cops didn't kill 4 black people. And I'm more so worried about the black people doing something to them in Chicago than more so worried about the police or the black people here doing something to me. It's sad because everything we could possibly think of or come up with always kind of get ran down because some publicity act or some hype or some black leader went and did some things that he ain't had no business doing, and we immediately just reduce him. We get rid of him. The same way we do our relationships, the same way we do our women, black men. The same way we do our women. As soon as she act up or mess up or cheat or mess up somewhere in life, we instantly reduce her to a thought, a hoe, or a bitch. Without just saying, people make mistakes and I'm gonna move on with my life, or I'm gonna work it out with you and we're gonna work this out together. Why we gotta immediately reduce her to a thought, a hoe, or a bitch? We have to uplift our women. Same thing with our women. Y'all women gotta protect us men. Y'all gotta defend us. If I'm in a restaurant, and we are in a restaurant, and if I give this white woman my ID, and she look at it, and she sat it down on the counter, and you, woman, black woman, give her your ID, and she look at it and put it back in your hand, that when you immediately check her ass and say, you know what? What makes him so different than me that you couldn't put his ID back in his hand the way he gave it to you, but you was able to do that for me? You know what? Your service not wanted. We gone. Defend us, because we're going to defend you. And we are going to defend you. And we are going to protect these kids. We're going to listen to them. We're going to make time for them. We're going to encourage them to find the best part in person, place, or thing. We're going to do this as a unit. And I love my women. I probably love my women more than they love me. But that's fine. Let's move on to the next subject. The next subject, family. You got to know the difference between a relative and a family. And at this time, I didn't quite understand that because I have a host of family. A very large family on both sides. And as I got older, I got into understanding that most of my first cousins or most of my immediate family are relatives. And some of my distant family or friends are family. Now, the difference is that a relative is a person that don't support you, hardly see you, don't even acknowledge you when you see each other, probably talk about you, probably see them at a family event here and there, but they not having the best interest for you. But when something goes on or something goes wrong, it's family. But now family is a person that's going to have the best interest for you, who going to look out for you, who going to tell you what's right or wrong, who going to be supportive, who's going to, give you their best opinion. That's family. Family is a person who will make 40 times 40 excuses for you. Family is a person who have the best interest for you. A family is a person who want more for you than they want for themselves. But a relative is a person who just look at you as a distant cousin or a friend. You know what a relative is? People that if they wasn't blood related to you, probably wouldn't even never hung out with them. You probably wouldn't even kicked it with them. Why is it that more of my second and third and friends are more family to me than my actual family? Why is it that they more supportive in what I'm doing on a positive note than my own fam? So that's the difference between family and friends. And I take it that you know the difference between them both. Because a relative will only gonna represent you or truly love you until something happened to you. Well, put it like this. Until you're on or gone, that's when they truly love you. But a family, they're gonna be with you, whether you're on or gone or you still here. They still gonna rock with you. And still gonna tell you how they feel about you. You get it? So, that's one thing. Next subject I want to elaborate is building on the concept of a relationship. Now, in a relationship, if I forgive you and I allow you a second chance to come back to redo better, why is it that when I messed up, I can't get that same love back? Why is it that when I messed up, oh, it's all out, it's cut up, it's done, it's over, you done messed up, no more? Why is it that I can't make mistakes? Why is it that I can't have a lot going on that it keeps me capacity within my mind to say, you know what, I got to stick to myself. Let me figure this out. Because I got so much in my brain that I can't fully think clearly, and I don't want to say, or my energy or my ways and actions be so wrong that I rub you the wrong way. Why is it that when I make a mistake, I can't get the 40 times 40 excuses? Why I can't get a second chance? You know why? Because you was already done with that person a long time ago. You were finding or seeking or patiently waiting for that person to give you a genuine, okay reason to go astray. It's so much shit that goes on in this world that we can't even forgive each other. It's so much shit goes on in this world that if I tell you that I love you, you have a hard time saying it back. But you want to give me the roses when I'm dead and gone? You want to love me when I'm dead and gone? That's when you want to recite my quotes when I'm dead and gone? That's when you want to play my videos when I'm dead and gone? That's when you want to wear my shirts or wear apple top hats or grow your beard out when I'm dead and gone? But you can't do this shit while I'm here so I can see it? You can't tell me you love me while I'm here so I can hear it? You can't give me the roses now while I'm breathing so I can smell it? But you want to wait till I'm gone? Your priorities is fucked up. Truly. But I have so much details that this is just a random thought. Because I have kids, and I got to keep in mind that my kids hear what I say more so than listening to what I mean. Meaning that they will follow my examples more so than they follow my advice. I have 3 kids, 3 sons. And I'm one of them dudes that my family don't even acknowledge my kids. My family, which is my first immediate family, don't even acknowledge my kids. My kids had to ask me, do I have a mother and father? They know my mama, but they don't see her on a regular. They don't even know my dad. But then you can go on social media, y'all can go on social media and act like, yeah, these is my grandbabies. Yeah, they are. But they want to know you. Why is it that my kids got to ask me if I got parents? But every time they go to their mama's house, they see they parents. What have I did to you? What have my kids done to you? And this is what I'm meaning, that we are so divided that we don't stick together. I love your kids like if they was my kids. I love that person kids like if they was my kids. If I see that person kid run out in the streets, I'm going to tell that person kid, hey, be careful. Don't run in these streets. Just like I would like for someone to tell my kids, because it take a village to raise a child. I go through so much, but I keep a smile on my face. I go through so much, but I keep staying strong. I go through so much, and I have not gave up yet. And I'm not going to give up. I love y'all, even if you don't love me. Even if you go ahead and write whatever comment you want to write, hell with it. Because at the end of the day, what you eat don't give me proteins. But if something happened to you, regardless if it's a black on black crime, or regardless if it's a police on black crime, or black act, or whatever, I'm still going to represent you. I'm still going to be here for you, and I'm going to be the voice and the backbone for you, regardless of what you think of me. You know why? Because a prophet is never wanted in his hometown. Peace.